Now, what if I told you it doesn't require a financial muscle only to create the life you want to experience? Finance is a means, but if you understand the mechanics of our universe, you will know that is not what dictates this. Step number one of literally creating your ideal life is understanding the matrix, and the system is not anything outside of yourself. We are all contributing to the matrix, to the system. You get out. The privilege of getting out comes from the knowing that you are not bound forcefully in the system. What bounds you is something invincible that a lot of people are not aware of, which is fear. So society banks on people's survival. This is why there's a lot of fear mongering. There's a lot of pain going around the world. There's a lot of war. There's a lot of political instability, because the easier way to control people is to literally move them whereby they can't get to a level of calm and remember their truth and their true identity. The system thrives off on how it's been set up. It is your role, if you want to break up, to understand that you're not tied down forcefully to the system. You can only break out by overcoming fear. This is step number one, and redeem your trust and belief in yourself. Second, you're going to figure out, go on an interesting escapade of discovering yourself. This might land you into finding your purpose. And how do you do this? Because I get this question a lot in my coaching sessions. Purpose is found in the process of doing and iteration. If you are wishfully thinking you'll walk into your purpose, you'll really wait for it. It's in the process of doing. So you start leaning towards the things that, for example, come naturally to you. There's a reason why a fish swims, right? And a lion is somewhere in the jungle. Everybody has their strength. Figure out what comes naturally to you, what fulfills your heart. And sometimes the universe will leave you clues of these things in your doing process. And sometimes the funny thing is also you figure it out by observing other people. So sometimes the things that trigger you when you look at Julian is actually a message for you. It has nothing to do with me. Sometimes the things you admire in somebody else are directly correlated to you. You are always communicating with the universal intelligence. Third, which is really underestimated, is the game of illusions. I call this the game of life. You're going to move around life like everything is an illusion. Your bank account is an illusion. Your job is an illusion. Your cycle is an illusion. Reality is an illusion, which means you give yourself the room to literally bend anything. You're not going to look at your circumstances and draw conclusions from them. You're not going to make decisions based on your immediate environment or outcome. You're simply going to go on this interesting adventure. You're going to treat every single thing like it's an illusion. In short, what I'm trying to say is you're going to bring play in everything you do. Play and presence. You're going to be present as you sip your morning coffee. By the way, what I'm teaching does not take big steps. No. You're going to be present as you prepare your meal. You're going to be present on the road. Doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's a nature walk or you're driving. You're going to bring your presence back in the moment. This might not be easy as you begin, but what you'll realize is the more you aim towards becoming fully present in every single moment, the more you reconnect back with reality rather than the matrix. Because in reality, the only time that is important is the now. It's never been the past, it's never been the future. The more you reconnect with the now, the more your subconscious mind will bring answers to the surface. A lot of things grow in this process. Your intuition grows, which means you have higher guidance beyond this physical plane. Clarity becomes clear. So your path is easily guided, or rather you navigate it easily because you get insights, natural downloads. But these things can only happen when you start to empty the noise in your mind, the voice of the world, the chaos of the system, and come back within and try figure out, now who am I? What sets my soul on fire? You strip yourself of your identity just to re-identify yourself. I could talk about this the whole day because nothing is more important than figuring out this thing in life.